There's a whole lore about dreaming. In fact, Sigmund Freud wrote a book called Interpretation of Dreams, which many people think is the foundation of psychoanalysis. Well, scientists now have looked at Freudian psychology and the brain using all these modern techniques. And first of all, we realize that perhaps Sigmund Freud wasn't totally wrong. So many textbooks will simply dismiss Freudian psychology, calling it nuts. That is nothing but the sexual fantasies of a repressed, of a recent scientist of the last century. But now we realize there's more to it. First of all, the unconscious mind. We can actually see the brain in motion. And we realize that much of the activity is totally unconscious, just like what Freud predicted. And Freud also said there is the ego, the id, and the superego, that we are in a constant battle with our desires and our conscious. And then your conscience is right behind your eyes. Of Freudian psychology coming out of brain scans. And now, dreams. Freud had a whole collection of interpretation of dreams. Scientists have looked at and said, nonsense. Now we understand the physiology of the dreaming process. And we realize that it comes at the back of the brain, a very primitive part of the brain, and that certain parts of the brain are shut off when you dream. First of all, your prefrontal cortex is basically quiet. Your orbitofrontal cortex, that is your conscience, is also shut off. But that part of the brain is your fact checker. The part of the brain that says, that's not right, something's wrong, is right behind your eyes, that's shut off. What is active when you dream is your amygdala. And what does your amygdala govern? Fear and emotion. And so right there you know that when you dream, The active part of the brain is not the fact checker, not the rational brain. It's the emotional brain, the fearful brain that is active in your dream. Then there's some superstition called lucid dreaming, where you can actually control the direction of the dream. Well, that superstition last year became science fact. They were able to show once and for all that lucid dreaming is testable, reproducible, and real. And here's how they did it. They took a person who was quadriplegic and told them that when you dream, you clench your right fist and then you clench your left fist. Now when you dream, you are paralyzed. You cannot move when you dream. Otherwise, we'd be able to carry out all sorts of horrible things and destroy ourselves. So we are paralyzed when we dream. But when this person went into a dream state, you can clearly see that the brain In other words, the movie Inception is not totally hollow.